Hi everyone, I'm Phil Karen with Club and Resort Business. Well, I enjoy golf, I enjoy history, enjoy reading anything that has to do with the history of golf in any way. Have a great package here today. We have a book with us that chronicles the life of a caddy turned professional golfer named Ed Porky Oliver. The book itself is called How He Played the Game, Ed Porky Oliver and Golf's Greatest Generation by John Riley. Published by Riley Publications, LLC. Book obviously can be sold in the pro shop or golf shop. Your members, I certainly would enjoy adding this to a golfing library. If you have caddies at your club, this book, this story of Mr. Oliver, sounds quite interesting, quite compelling. The book itself could serve as a great inspiration to caddies who might be looking to ascend to a professional golfing career. So certainly, I would think an inspiration to anyone looking to strive in anything, whatever their chosen field or profession. The book itself, though, as I understand, it's looking at Mr. Oliver's life from primarily 1931 to 1961. He started out caddying at Wilmington Country Club in Wilmington, Delaware, turned professional during the Great Depression. He was actually provided an initial stake by 3 country club members, saw his potential. He was soon facing off against golf legends like Walter Hagen, Gene Sarazen. Within a few years, he was even sometimes beating players like Sam Snead, Ben Hogan, and Byron Nelson. He soon, though, was called up to serve in World War II, early in the draft, actually. He actually spent 4.5 years, lost 4.5 years of golf, 4.5 years serving our country, had to come back, retool his game again. Quite an achievement, though, because as I looked over his accomplishments, some of his top accomplishments occurred after he came home from his service in the war. Most notably, he was on the Ryder Cup team 1947, 1951, and 1955. He finished second in 3 major championships. Never actually won one, but finished second in 3 majors: 1946 PGA, 1952 US Open, and the 1953 Masters. Overall, won 8 times on the PGA Tour in the 1940s and 50s. Sadly, Mr. Oliver was diagnosed with cancer in 1960, died a year later in 1961, age of 46. But certainly those 46 years were filled with achievements, service, and from what I can see, a great spirit as well. One of my favorite types of sports books, I've read a lot in my life. My favorite types of sports books are ones that are actually about more than just sports, if you will. This definitely, to me, looks like one of those books. Summary of the book that I saw on olivergolfbook.com says, this book is more than Oliver's story. It's also the story of the many professionals who rose up from the caddy shacks, survived the Great Depression, served their country in wartime, then came home, built the modern golf tour. They could be called golf's greatest generation, if you will. So gentlemen like Ed Oliver, Sam Snead, Byron Nelson, Ben Hogan. I also noticed too, there at the beginning of the book, there's quotes from about a dozen different golf figures, all offering praise to Mr. Oliver. What's most notable to me is that nearly all of them said as much about him as a human being as they did about him as a player, if you will. In fact, I would say in most cases said more about him as a human being. There's a quote from Ed Oliver himself, which I think speaks to who he was as a man. Money's important, but without the laughs, life wouldn't be worth the battle. So I'm very much looking forward to looking at this book. Hopefully, maybe as the year goes on, maybe provide a little of a summary review of it myself, a report. Look forward to doing that. Again, caddies working at your club may really enjoy this book. Any of your members, certainly I would think, enjoy it. Employ other employees as well. So check it out. You can learn more about it, olivergolfbook.com. But before you check that out, do me a favor. Hit the like button here below. Subscribe to our channel, and we can keep you up to date on all the different products you can find for your pro shop, food and beverage, other areas. I guess if you have a mini library, there's a great book for it. Keep tuned into everything. Until then, take care, stay well, and have a great day.